मंडल नित्य कीर्तितं श्री प्रेमिकवरदम् आश्रयेऽहम् पूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति परां गतिम् कोष्पतीकृतवारासिं मसकीकृतराक्षसं रामायण महामाला रत्नं वन्दे नीलात्मजं वैदेही सहितं सुरुद्रुमतले हैमे महामण्टपे मध्ये पुष्पकमसने मणिमये विराससने सुस्थितम् अग्रे वाचयति प्रभञ्जनसुते तत्त्वं मुनिभ्यः परं यज्ञान्तं भरतादिभिः परिवृतं रामं भजे श्यामळम् वेदवेद्ये परे पुंसि जाते दशरथात्मजे वेदः प्राचेतसादासीत् साक्षात् रामायणात्मना आञ्जनेयमतिपाटलाटनं काञ्चनाद्रिकमनीयविग्रहं पारिजाततरुमूलवासिनं भावयामि पवमाननन्दनं यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकम् जानकीकान्तस्मरणं जय जय राम राम सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. By the divine grace of our Guru Maharaj, Maharanyam Shri Shri Muralidhara Swamiji, and by the causeless mercy of the divine couple, Madhuri Sakhi Sameta Shri Premikavarada Thakurji, we are now immensely blessed. We have this great bhagya of listening to the third day of our Ramayana Navagam, being drenched in this nectarine ocean of Ramakatha. The second day of our Navagam, our Akkshay beautifully told us the katha about Sita Kalyanam and Parashurama Garbha Bhanga. Sita Kalyanam is the most auspicious. It's regarded by so many Mahans as the pinnacle of Valmiki Ramayana. And why do they think so? Why is Sita Kalyanam so highly regarded? There's nothing, when we look at it from, this perspective of Tattvartha, we seem to think that there is, nothing in Sita Kalyanam. It's just, Rama and Sita getting married and he's just taking the bow and breaking it. There's, it's just katha and there's nothing, there's no tattva in it. But actually, it has the greatest tattva of all. It is, Sita Ma and Ramachandra Prabhu, when they unite, it is actually not them both marrying. It's actually the union of the Jivatma and the Paramatma tattva. That is the greatest of all teachings, all tattva, anything. It is the union of the Jivatma and Paramatma. That is what so many Mahans have told, right? In the Dakshina part, the south of India, so many Mahans like, Vedanta Deshika, he wrote this beautiful Sanskrit kavyam called Hamsa Sandesha, which is also about, Bhagavan and the Jivatma meeting the Bhagavan. So many Mahans consider this union as a very great thing. And that is why Sita Kalyanam, Gauri Kalyanam, Radha Kalyanam, any, divine union, the union between two divine people is so auspicious. And then we looked at Parashurama Garbha Bhanga and how Bhagavan Shri Ramachandra Prabhu, who is a Purna Avatara, there's this beautiful divine exchange of energy between the Amsha Avatara Parashurama and the Purna Avatara Rama. And now the big marriage entourage along with Ramachandra Prabhu, Sita Ma, Lakshmana and Urmila, and along with Dasharatha Maharaja and every citizen of Ayodhya are now heading towards Ayodhya. Now, some of the Ayodhya Vasis, what they did was they did not, come along with Ramachandra Prabhu because they had this plan. They had to decorate the city. They had to give Ramachandra Prabhu and the others a very warm reception, right? So what they did was some of them went ahead and beautifully decorated the city. There is no comparison to how Ayodhya was. It was so beautiful. It was decorated with flowers and, various ornaments. It was like, it could be compared to any Deva's kingdom or higher. It was so beautiful. And it was lit everywhere. There were lamps everywhere. And people, swoon to Ayodhya to welcome the new couples. And then that is where Balakanda ends with Parashurama Garbhabhanga. And now we enter into the new Kanda, which we are going to see, which is the Ayodhya Kanda in Srimad Ramayana. Ayodhya Kanda starts by actually not talking about Ramachandra Prabhu. It starts by talking about the whereabouts of Bharata and Shatrughna. Now you may be wondering, you explained just 2 minutes ago that the whole entourage went to Ayodhya. So why does Valmiki Maharshi spend another 4 lines of shloka to explain about the whereabouts of Bharata? They are obviously coming in the line, right? Why do you have to explain another time about them? No, it's because they were not in Ayodhya. They were not coming to Ayodhya. This Valmiki Maharshi tells us, Gacchata matulakulam bharate tadanagaha shatrugno nitya shatrugno nitah priti puraskritaha. So it seems Bharata and Shatrughna did not actually come to Ayodhya along with their consorts Mandavi and Shrutakirti. What actually happened was Kaikeya Maharaja, who is the maternal uncle for Bharata, Kaikeyi's brother, he actually, comes to Videha for some other work. And incidentally, he sees that, Ramachandra Prabhu is getting married. So he's thinking, okay, it's, one of my nephews, so let me attend it. And then he was taken even more aback when his own nephew, Bharata, was also getting married. So he did not expect that. And it had been so long since KK Maharaja had actually seen these kids. So KK Maharaja went up to Dasharatha Maharaja and asked him, Maharaja, can you please grant me permission to take Bharata and Shatrughna along with their wives to KK Raja for some days so that I can spend some time with him, because I have not seen him for the past 20-25 years or so. I haven't seen him for that long, so can I please take him? And Dasharatha Maharaja immediately agrees and gives him permission. So they head to KK Raja. Now, how long did they stay in KK Raja? It seems they stayed for 12 years. 12 years. Can we think about this? You go as a guest, you go to some house, and then they expect you to stay for 2-3 days, and you stay for 12 years. There's a very, there's a story which comes to my mind, which is a very famous story. It is about the Sanskrit poet Bharavi. So what happened was, this great poet Bharavi wrote beautiful Sanskrit poem. It's even studied today. When we study Sanskrit, it's one of the kavyas which we read as elementary Sanskrit, and also when we do Vyakarana Shastra, that is the pinnacle, that works the pinnacle. It's called Kiratarjuniyam. So after Bharavi wrote Kiratarjuniyam, he gained so much fame, so much glory, and everyone was praising him except his father. His father used to always scream at him no matter what he did. Everybody appreciated him in this neighborhood, in the city, around the world. And when he came home, his father was always like, don't think too much about yourself, huh? You're nothing. You didn't write anything. So he was so saddened by this. How can my own father, say such things about me when the whole world is appreciating me? Should my father not feel at least one iota of happiness? And he was thinking about this. And he got this very strong urge, and one day he decided to kill his father out of this. Became very angry. So what he did was, his father and his mother were talking in the ground floor, near the Thinnai, which we call. I don't know if kids have seen it. It's like small rock where people sit outside the house and converse. So they were sitting there, and Bharavi went upstairs and he decided to throw this big rock on his father's head. And when he was about to throw, he was listening to their conversation, and his father was telling him, how great our son is, Bharavi. He got shocked. He didn't know what to do. He kept the rock aside and he started listening to this conversation. And his father was telling him, why I don't appreciate Bharavi? It's not because I don't want to. Will any father not want to appreciate his son? It's not because of that. It's because it's given in the Shastras that one should not, appreciate his own son, because if you do that, it's going to give them ahankaram and mamakaram, right? So they don't want to make that, and that is why I'm doing that. And listening to this, Bharavi was very upset. He misunderstood the father. He went and fell at his feet and then asked his father, what to do. And his father said, don't worry, it's nothing, it's fine, I forgave you. No, but Bharavi wasn't convinced. He asked him repeatedly, please give me prayaschitta, father. I cannot just go scot-free. And his father tells him, okay, you want a prayaschitta, right? Okay, what you do is, go to your mother-in-law's house and then stay there. And Bharavi said, okay, for how many days? He said, stay there until your mother-in-law serves salt with her left hand. And now, he didn't understand the statement, and he said, okay, and he left. He went to his mother-in-law's house. The first day, pretty much in every house, when the maapla comes, first day, it's a grand feast. The banyan leaf plate was so big that he could not reach one side to the other with just one hand. He had to, move himself all across the plate and then eat. There were that many items the first day. And, everybody paid respect to him and, made him sit first and etc. He got all types of paraphernalia. The second day what happened was, the plate size shrinked, it became his size. And then he ate from that, and they still gave him some amount of respect. Third day what happened was, the mother-in-law said, you know what, I'm also old, please let me just sit next to you and eat. So she served him food, and then she sat next to him and started eating, and they both ate and finished. Fourth day what happened was, mother-in-law said, okay, she didn't even serve him food. Here's the food, buffet system. You take it, I take it. And she left it. And then the fifth day, what happened was, she was sitting, and then Bharavi asked for some salt in his food. And then what his mother-in-law did was, she took the salt with her left hand and put it on in his plate. And that very moment he got up, he did a namaskaram, he prostrated and he left. And now, why did this story come up suddenly? It's because Bharavi's father actually wanted to tell him two things. How to prevent his ahankaram and mamakaram. And in this scenario, even if you go to your mother-in-law's house, you can't stay for more than 5 days. So how did they go to, their maternal uncle's house and live for 12 years? That's what we may be questioning. But sometimes Ramayana is unbelievable. Can people in Ramayana even exist? We get those sort of questions because look at how well behaved and obedient they were towards their elders. What actually happened was, the KK Maharaja did not have the heart to send them. So he did not, start the topic about them going back to Ayodhya. And Dasharatha Maharaja, he was immensely pleased with just Rama himself. So he forgot that he left Bharata and Shatrughna in KK Rajya. So he did not call back for them. So poor Bharata and Shatrughna lived there for 12 straight years. And all this time, Bharata, even though he is, he has to, live there. He has no other option. His innermost thoughts are, what is Rama doing today? How can we serve brother Rama when we are just sitting here? He's always immersed in the Rama's Smaranam. And then he's so saddened by the fact that they cannot leave, and he confesses all this to his dearest companion, Shatrughna. He tells him, Shatrughna, look how fortunate Lakshmana is. See, Lakshmana, he's getting to do Kainkaryam to the Lord. And look at us, we are sitting in some KK Rajyam for God knows how long, and we are just, useless. We are spending our time in a useless fashion here, Shatrughna. And then this is going on, and now Valmiki Maharishi shifts the scene to Ayodhya. And in Ayodhya, everybody is doting on Rama. Everybody loves Rama so much, they forgot that 2 of their princes are gone. Everybody loved Rama. And Dasharatha Maharaja especially had this unique attraction towards Rama. Dasharatha Maharaja had this great love for Rama, and he could not understand why. But then he wasn't surprised, because his subjects, not just him, his subjects, why would subjects, like if we are there, would we love Justin Trudeau for no reason? It's not like that, right? But then they all loved Rama due to some reason they could not explain. So what is it that they felt that makes them so attracted to Rama? And for this, there's this beautiful example, beautiful Leela in Srimad Bhagavatam of the Brahma Mohana Leela. And that is where we understand why, this phenomenon occurs. So, in Brahma Mohana Leela, Brahmaji actually captures all of the gopas and gopis and the calves of Krishna when they went to, eat in the forest. And suddenly when Krishna comes, nobody is there. Everybody, Brahmaji took them to Brahmalokam. And they lived there for 1 year. It seems Brahmaji was looking at his stopwatch, and by the time it was 1 minute, it was already 1 year on earth. That's the time calculation, the time difference between there. So, why did Brahmaji do this in the first place? Now, we might think, just like Parashurama Garva Banga, or maybe because like Krishna lifted the Govardhan to bring down Indra's Garva, maybe Brahmaji is also under some illusion, some Garva. That is why he wants to test Bhagavan's potential. But it's nothing like that. When we dwell into Bhagavatam, Brahmaji is actually a great Bhagavata, and one of the boons he asks to Bhagavan is, Bhagavan, I will accept this karma of doing the creation, but please, I want one boon from you. It is, any day, please don't make me fall into the trap of your Maya. Always make me remember, always, have this thought in my mind, stay in my heart, and keep reminding me that I am subservient to you. I should always serve you, Bhagavan, and I should never think that I am the top authority. So we know that Brahmaji doesn't do it just because, he's in some garva or he's fallen into Maya. But actually Bhagavatam tells us that it's Manju Mahitvam. He wants to explore how much Bhagavan will show his divinity. Because in the Rama Avataram we are seeing now, Rama is, hell-bent on not showing his divinity. Always he's like, I am a human being, Even in the war, even in Parashurama Garbhabanga, he lifts the Vishnu Dhanush effortlessly. If somebody saw it, they would definitely know that he's Bhagavan. But he encloses all that, and he never reveals his divinity except in very, very specific scenarios. But then in Krishna Avatara, huge contrast. Wherever he goes, any opportunity he gets, divinity exposed. In Govardhana Leela, you know what? You guys, it's raining too hard. Okay, I lift the mountain. That's it. No miniature step. That's it. It's all do it in grand fashion or don't do it in Krishna Avatara. So, Brahmaji wanted to actually see how much Bhagavan will reveal himself, like his divinity. So, he decides to test him. And in Brahma Mohana Leela, what happens is, Krishna becomes all of the gopas and gopis and the tiffin box, whatever they had at that time. He became everything. And for the span of 1 year, when Brahmaji kept them in Brahmaloka, the people of Vrindavan were under some spell, some magic. It was as if someone cast some spell on them. Everybody was happy with their own children. First they used to only be happy with Krishna. Now they were happy with their own children, and no one understood why. The calves Krishna took to grace, right? Those were the calves those were the only calves that were being fed milk. There were younger calves than them, but the cows kicked them out and only fed their milk to these calves, which Krishna took. So, why did they feel that kind of affection? It is because Bhagavan is us, right? When you think about it, Adi Shankaracharya's one of the Mahavakyam is Aham Brahmasmi, which means I am the Brahma Tattvam itself. How? Because the Brahma Tattvam resides in me, and he is the one who decided to take this form as this building, this people, this camera. Everything is Brahma Tattvam, and it is him who has taken this form. So, why would we not like ourselves? We obviously like ourselves, right? Why do I like my phone? Because it is my phone. Why do I like my parents? Because they are my parents. Why do I like my TV? It's because it's associated with me. That is why I like stuff, right? So, why do I like Bhagavan? It is because I am Bhagavan, right? Bhagavan is residing in me, and Bhagavan took my form. And it seems Bhagavan enjoys as he takes the form as each and every one of us. And that is why the people of Ayodhya are feeling this, unique attraction towards Bhagavan. And everybody is loving Bhagavan. And at this time, our Valmiki Maharshi, anytime he gets the opportunity of talking about Rama Guna, he won't stop. He will somehow make, whatever the scenario may be, that person will talk about Rama Guna. If it's Dasharatha, he'll talk about Ramaguna. If it's Narada, he'll talk about Ramaguna. He will somehow bring it out. You could say like around 20,000 slokas were just Ramaguna in Srimad Ramayanam. And he says here, Katanchit upakarena kritenaikena tushyati na smarati apakaranam shatamapi atmavattaya kalyana bhijanas sadhuhu adinas satya vagrujuhu vriddaihi abhivinitascha dvivijai dharmartha darshibhi. He's saying Katanchit upakarena kritenaikena tushyati. It seems, if you do one good deed towards Bhagavan, he will never forget it. He will never ever forget it. But Valmiki Maharishi places his words very carefully. He is saying, Kathanchit upakarena. If somehow we do something that is, that somehow becomes a good deed towards Bhagavan. It's not, we can't do anything, right? Like, what can we do towards our Guru Maharaj or Bhagavan? Beautiful example is given in Prashnottara Ratnamalika by Adishankara Bhagavad-pada, and in that he asks a question. He asks, Ko Guru, who is a Guru? And he answers it himself. He says, Shishya Hitaya Udyataha Sadguru. The person who always cares about the welfare of his Shishya is the one who is called a Sadguru. And who is Bhagavan? It comes in Ramayana itself. Sarva Bhuta Hite Rataha. The one who cares for the welfare of all, not human beings, all beings. He cares about this ant, the elephant. In Gajendra, we see so many examples in Bhagavatam. He cares about everyone. And, Dasharatha is saying this is the reason maybe why people are, so affectionate towards Rama. And as he's thinking about this, he has been having this thought, this proposal in his mind for a long time. It is to do the coronation for Ramachandra Prabhu. And, it is actually quite odd because Dasharatha Maharaja is the emperor. He is Chakravarti. And it was a monarchy at that time. It's not like it's a democracy. He didn't have to ask anyone. He could have just given it. And the eldest born son will automatically inherit the kingdom. They did not have to ask anyone. But Dasharatha Maharaja still had the courtesy of asking his subjects and his guru, because he had so much love and respect for them. So he's thinking of, gathering a huge assembly and then calling out for all of his subjects and asking them about this proposal, about making Ramachandra Prabhu as the king. So one day, there is a big gathering in the court. All the important emissaries, people from Ayodhya and outside the capital, every important person in Kosala kingdom is there. All the subjects of Ayodhya are there. It's a very big assembly. And then Dasharatha Maharaja arrives and he has a very unique way of conveying things. He starts off by saying, Idam shariram kritsnasya lokasya charatahitam pandurasya atapatrasya chayayam charitam maya prapya varshya sahasrani bahuni ayuji jivitaha dinasyasya sharirasya vishrantim abhirochaye. So he's saying, Idam shariram kritsnasya lokasya charatahitam. This shariram, he is addressing everyone. He's telling them, this shariram of mine, I've always been in the, protecting you people, and this shariram has always been for the welfare of all of you. And he's saying, you know what? You see this white umbrella behind me? It seems in those days, the kings who were, very dharmic. Now it's only Bhagavan because none of us are dharmic. But in those days when kings were very dharmic, they used to always have this white umbrella behind them that used to symbolize dharma. And, Dasharatha Maharaja quotes it in a very lighter vein. He says, Pandurasya atapatrasya chayayam charitam maya. You see this white umbrella? Because of that, my hair became white. You see here? That's how he starts. He wants to call off his retirement and he starts off like that. Pandurasya atapatrasya. You see this one white hair that has come into me? That is because of this white umbrella. I have been ruling for so long. Prapya varshya sahasrani. I have been ruling for 60,000 years. But am I tired of doing my dharma? No. Am I tired of ruling my subjects? No. Am I in some way disappointed with you guys? Nothing of that sort. I would rule for longer. But I want Vishranti. I want some rest. This body needs some rest. And the moment the Ayodhya Vasis listen to this, They were ecstatic because they knew what was happening, what was going to come next. They were getting ready for Ramachandra Prabhu to become the king. But they all were sad because according to the Raghukula tradition, it was when a king designates the Yuvaraja, when he coronates them, it means that the king, once they coronate their son and make them the king, they have to go to Vanaprastha Ashrama and become a yogi and then attain Bhagavan. For a Kshatriya, there are only 3 ways of dying. One way is getting killed in a battle. The second way is dying of a disease. And the third way is through yogic penance and tapas. And through the yoga agni, they attain Bhagavan. And in Raghukula, only the third possibility was possible. Because first, Ayodhya, that's it. No one could enter that city and wage a war against them. No one dared to do that. So they never had any enemies come to attack them. So they never went to a war. And so they don't have the possibility of dying. Second reason, disease. The kings were so fit and able. And since Dasharatha Maharaj has been ruling for 60,000 years. Every doctor would go and ask him, what is the secret of you living so long? He maintained his body so well through, strict diets and, manas shaucha and the purity in the mind as well as the body. So they were very pure and no disease would come to them. So there was only the third way of leaving your body. Otherwise they'd keep living on forever, which is yogic penance. So they all thought Dasharatha Maharaja was going to go to the forest and become a rishi. But Dasharatha Maharaja, he's very smart. He looks at the reaction and he tells them, Eche me tavastita. You thought I was going to the forest? No. Why would I go to the forest? Everyone in the forest is here. Why would I go to the forest? You see, Vamadeva, Vasishta, every rishi is in this court. Why would I, spend my time, go to the forest and do tapas? I can sit right here and do it. I am not going to leave anywhere. I am going to stay in my palace and look at my son rule this kingdom. And then he announces, I have decided to give my eldest born son Rama the kingdom. And what is your opinion on it? The moment he says this, there was some decorum in the court which was supposed to be followed. Everyone forgot. Ichchamohi mahabhavam raghuviram mahabalam gajenam hatayantam ramam chhatravardhananam ichchamohim. They started, it started sounding like a revolution. Everyone was like, we want Rama. Rama is the next king. All hail Ramachandra Prabhu ki jai. Everybody started screaming. And then, Dasharatha Maharaja was very happy because, that's the decision he wanted. But, in a very lighter way, he tells all of his subjects, so how many days did you want me to leave this, Maybe you thought this old man was ruling for 60,000 years. When is he going to leave this seat? And then everyone was ashamed. Because, then they realized they were breaching the regulations of being some rules which were supposed to be followed in a court. Dasharatha Maharaj said, it's okay. I am as ecstatic as you are. Everybody was happy and the whole Kosala kingdom got the news within a few hours. Everybody ran, told everyone else. Ayodhya was in a sea of happiness. Everybody was happy. Everybody knew the news except Ramachandra Prabhu. So, Dasharatha Maharaja tells his minister Sumantra, go and get Rama. And Sumantra goes and he goes on his Ratha and everybody start following him. It seems Sumantra's chariot is like our Guru Maharaj's car. Once we see Guru Maharaj's car, everybody starts swooning around that car. Because once we see it, we know he's here. Exactly like that, Sumantra was the minister who always used to get Ramachandra Prabhu to the court. And in order to see Bhagavan, in order to get a darshan of Bhagavan, everybody rushed behind that cart. Every single time, that chariot, everybody rushed behind it. And it was no different now since they got this good news. So everybody rushed behind it. And Sumantra went to Ramachandra Prabhu's palace. And, he told him that Dasharatha Maharaja has summoned you. And he said, okay. And Ramachandra Prabhu and his shadow, Lakshmana, they both went with Sumantra to the court. And Valmiki Maharishi, he never misses an opportunity to describe the beauty of Rama. He goes with this shloka, Gandharvaraja Pratimam Loke Vikyata Paurusham Dirgabahu Mahasatvam Mattamatanga Gaminam Chandrakantananam Ramam Ativa Priyadarshanam Rupaudharya Guner Pumsam Drishti Chittapaharinam. It seems Ramachandra Prabhu's beauty did not appear in just one perspective. It seems Ramachandra Prabhu's beauty was like quantum physics, many dimensions. So they're saying Gandharva Raja Pratimam. He was more beautiful than the Gandharva Raja for all the women folk. They were all looking and look how handsome Rama is. The Gandharva Raja who's said to be so beautiful, he's not even a speck of dust in front of Rama. And then surprisingly, the male population, they're not like jealous. Anasuyakaha, we already said at the beginning, right? Because Rama is Anasuya, he doesn't have jealousy. His subjects also portray the same guna. They don't have any jealousy. The men don't have jealousy. They instead have admiration towards Rama. And they're saying, okay, Vikyata Paurusham. They all talked about the fame and glory of Bhagavan. You know how great Rama is? Rama killed Tataka just when he was 12 years old. Rama, wielded that Shiva Dhanush, which even 5,000 men, as Akkshay told us, 5,000 men, struggled. They were the elite soldiers and 5,000 struggled. And Rama effortlessly lifted it and snapped that poor bow into two. So they were talking about the glories of Rama. And, they all followed him to the court. And immediately after Ramachandra Prabhu went to the start of the court, the entrance of the court, he showed his hand and everybody stopped right in their tracks. And they had that much respect for Ramachandra Prabhu, and Ramachandra Prabhu went inside and he saw this big assembly and he was very excited because, if you are a prince and you go inside, usually Ramachandra Prabhu is designated some work. Okay, go to this kingdom and sign this form, take care of these gramas. He was given this small work, and now he saw this big assembly. So he thought, okay, something interesting is happening. And he goes up to Dasharatha Maharaja, and Dasharatha Maharaja tells him, Rama, I have got some great news. You are going to be coronated. What would have been our reaction? We would have been in seventh heaven. We would have been, so joyous listening to that news. But Ramachandra Prabhu has this poker face. He has this straight face and he doesn't say anything. Not one, even if we have some maryada and some, some pride and prestige, we would at least give some suppressed smile, right? We would at least smile a bit. Ramachandra Prabhu was with a straight face, he was just standing there. And Dasharatha Maharaja was very confused now looking at Ramachandra Prabhu. The Ayodhya Vasis were actually very good readers of the mind. And Dasharatha Maharaja, who is the king, was obviously good at reading the mind. But he looks at Rama and he's thinking, oh, why is this boy's mind so deep? What is he thinking? No, I can't understand. And he says, okay Rama, you can go. Because he didn't have anything to say, he was very confused by this reaction. So then Ramachandra Prabhu leaves. And as he's going to the back outside the palace, he immediately calls Rama back. Calls Rama back. And then Dasharatha asks Rama, are you okay? Everything's okay? Are you happy about this news? Rama still doesn't answer. He's just standing still. Then Dasharatha says, Mauname Sammadam, okay, fine, you can leave again. Because he doesn't know what to say after. So he leaves, and immediately Ramachandra Prabhu goes along with Lakshmana to Kausalya Mata's chamber. And once he goes there, tells her, Amma, and then Amma, I have to tell you something. And Kausalya before that didn't even listen to this. She said, Rama, you're about to be coronated. What great news this is. She was very happy because her son was going to be crowned. But Rama came and said, Amma, you know what? Can we please postpone this coronation? And Kausalya said, why Rama? Why do you want to postpone this? He's saying, Amma, Bharata and Shatrughna, my dearest of dear brothers, they are in KK Raja. He was the only one who remembered them. Sadly, Bhagavan. They are in KK Raja. And Amma, we were born together. We went to Patashala together. We ate together. We slept together. And wonder of wonder, we got married together, all four of us in the same mandapa at the same time. We got our Upanayam together. Everything we enjoyed till now was with all four of us. And Ma, how can I, be happy for this big occasion without my brothers? And then Kausalya was telling him, okay, what do you want me to do, Rama? He's telling her, Amma, can you please go and talk to Dasharatha Maharaja and postpone this? Saying, Rama, why didn't you say this? Dasharatha Maharaja was pleading. He was asking you repeatedly, Rama, are you okay? Rama, are you okay? You didn't say anything. You just kept a straight face and came back. And now you want me to say this? And he's saying, how can I disobey your father? Then Kausalya says, then how do you expect me to disobey father? She throws the ball on his court, and Ramachandra Prabhu is helpless, and he goes out. And then at this time, Ramachandra Prabhu, at the first time now, he openly expresses happiness. Bhagavan is happy, obviously, that he is going to be coronated. He is the most enthusiastic person to rule, because he always says, Yada yada dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata. He always wants to protect dharma, and he wants to, protect his subjects. So he's very happy. But he didn't express it till now. And now he expresses it to his closest companion, the person he considers more than his life, the dearest, Lakshmana. And in this beautiful sloka, Ramachandra Prabhu tells Lakshmana, Saumitre bhukshava bhoganstam ishtan rajya phalani cha jivitam chapi rajyam cha tvadartam abhikamyaye. He's telling him, Lakshmana, why it's such a beautiful news, such a good news that I'm going to be coronated. And you know what, Lakshmana? The only reason I'm getting coronated is for you. He's telling him, Ittan Rajya Phalanicha. Lakshmana, you know what? I'll be coronated. I'll take care of all the boring, the administrative duties and the wars and everything. Lakshmana, my dear, all the kingdom's pleasures are just for you. I will rule the kingdom. But all the pleasures of this Kosala kingdom are just for you, my dear. And he is telling him such a happy news. And then Bhagavan goes to Sita Mata's chamber, and then she does an arti for Bhagavan. And then both of them then get busy with all the coronation work. And they head to their Kuladevam, who's Ranganatha. Lord Ranganatha was actually Rama and the whole Raghukulam's Kuladevam. They go there and they have this very specific tradition where they have to be in a vratam for about 1.5 days something. They have to be in a vratam, and to do that vratam, they both head to their Kuladevata and they pray. And this is a very beautiful place in the Ramayana, because Ramachandra Prabhu spends his time at the temple and at Ranganatha's Sannidhi, and it becomes night time, right? Then Ramachandra Prabhu is obviously tired because of all this work. So he goes to sleep, but then he's a Rajakumara, he's usually accustomed to sleeping with all pillows, right? There was nothing in the temple. So he's Ajanu Bahu, he just keeps his hand like this, and then he's sleeping like this with his legs stretched out in the prakaram of the Sannidhi. And Sita Mata is massaging his feet. Now this was a very interesting sight to watch. All the Mahans say it's a very interesting sight to watch, because Lord Ranganatha inside was also in the same pose with Tayar massaging his feet. So they were the Mahans described this as Ranganatha is the Moola Avatara, the Moola Perumal there, and Ramachandra Prabhu is the Utsa Avatara. That's why he's in the same pose outside to tell everyone that you see that Vigraha inside, none other than me, I'm outside. He's in the same pose. And Sitama and Ramachandra Prabhu spend the night talking about Dharma Vishya and how they're going to rule their kingdom. They're very happy, they're very excited for this news, and they spend their night like that. And now Valmiki Maharishi shifts the scene to Kaikeyi's chamber, which is going to be the event that changes the whole night. So we get the opportunity to see the other side. In Kaikeyi's chamber, Rani Kaikeyi actually went to sleep. Usually, she waits for Dasharatha Maharaja to come back after all of his kingly duties, and then she will spend some time with him, talk to him, and then only after she has served him, then she'll go to sleep. But today, it was some special occurrence. She was very tired, and she went to sleep. And suddenly, a person out of nowhere came running. And then, how the person addressed her? Uttishta moode kim seshe bhayam tvam abhivartate ubhaplutau aghaugena datamanam avabuddhyase. Uttishta moode, get up you fool. What are you doing sleeping here? A flood is going over you and you don't realize? Who was this? This was Manthara, who was the maid servant to Kaikeyi. How dare she talk? Kaikeyi is a queen. And any queen, if they're being addressed as Uttishta Mude, you fool, get up, they all will be startled, right? But Kaikeyi, this Valmiki Maharshi beautifully tells us in Ramayana that Kaikeyi doesn't get up quickly. She turns her head slowly around and asks, what is it again, Manthara? Because that was a daily occurrence to Kaikeyi. Because Manthara never addressed her by her name. Always Mude. What are you doing, you fool? Because Kaikeyi had given her that much liberty. And, Manthara tells her that, Kaikeyi, why are you sleeping here? You don't know what is happening in the kingdom? And Kaikeyi is like, no, I don't know what is happening. And then Manthara tells her, it's very bad news. Ramachandra Prabhu is about to be crowned. The moment Kaikeyi heard this, she went to her treasure chest, took this big harem and gave it to Manthara. And she tells Manthara, my Rama is about to get coronated, This is the greatest news. But Bhagavan, he wanted me to feel some sorrow, I guess, because, I have this great misfortune of listening it from you, Manthara. Why can't I have listened to this from Dasharatha Maharaja himself? Dasharatha Maharaja was late that day because of, all the coronation work. Manthara comes in early and then she tells her, Kaikeyi, are you stupid? You don't know? Rama is getting coronated. Can you hear properly? You have hearing problems. I said Rama. I didn't say Bharata. Rama. And then Kaikeyi, I heard you very well. Rama is am I a fool? I know very well. Why would Bharata be coronated in the first place? Bharata is the second born. Rama is the first born. Rama is the one who's obviously going to be coronated. And Manthara, Rama is the one who's the dearest to me. Bharata doesn't like me. Bharata always goes to Kausalya. Rama is my dear. He always comes to me. Anything he wants doesn't go to Kausalya. He comes to me and asks, my dear Rama, I've been telling that old man for so long, why don't you coronate Rama? He's a person with such parakrama. Why don't you crown him? You have been ruling for 60,000 years now. And finally he has heeded to my words. Oh my God, Manthara, I'm so happy. Manthara tells her, Kaikeyi, you are so naive. Don't you understand what's going on? And then she tells her, you know what's the consequences that's going to occur, right? Because of this. Your son Bharata, he might be exiled out of this kingdom. Leave this kingdom. He might be banished out of this world itself when Rama becomes the king. Then Kaikeyi is very startled. And then Manthara tells her, Kaikeyi, you're so naive. You don't know about this, politics. Rama, he knows all Shastras. That's why he's applying all the Niti. Why he acted as if he liked you? Because he knew that you are Dasharatha Maharaja's favorite queen. So, he knew that if he wanted to become the king, ultimately the decision would come to you. So, he wanted to do that to you because he wanted to attain this kingdom. There's nothing, he will banish you and Bharata. And Kaikeyi is very, she's confused, she's scared. And she asks Manthara, oh Manthara, I'm so clueless as to what to do, what should I do? And here's when Guru Maharaj, beautifully tells us that it's a corporate lesson that Guru Maharaj gives us. Never share your secrets, your most intimate secrets to your subordinates. Everyone must be given a position. Should not share everything. If you're the CEO, should not share your most personal info with the security, right? Because some information has to be kept secret. And we'll know this as the story progresses, how much Kaikeyi has given her information. So Kaikeyi, Manthara tells her, don't worry Kaikeyi, I have a solution. You know what? That Devasudara Yuddham which you and Dasharatha went to, how Dasharatha Maharaja didn't have a charioteer and you were the charioteer, and because of your prowess in the battle, he was very pleased and he gave you 2 boons, and at that time you didn't take it and you said I will reserve it for later. Now has come the time where you have to ask for those 2 boons, Kaikeyi. Kaikeyi said, Manthara, what would I do without you? You have given me such a good I thought at such a time, you gave this thought to me at the right time. What should I do? So we get it, right? Because how does Manthara, maidservant, know about Dasharatha and Kaikeyi, the king and queen of Ayodhya's most intimate conversation? How does she know it? Because Kaikeyi tells everything to Manthara. which is the mistake we are not supposed to do, by the way. So, Manthara tells Kaikeyi, don't worry Kaikeyi, I will tell you. And it seems there used to be something called a Kopagraha. A Kopagraha in those days, in the court, in the palace of the kings. It used to be a place where the queens, whenever they were angry, they would go there, ram their head against that. They would have all these objects which are ready to be broken. They can hit anything. The concept has come back now, it's like this room, it's in Mississauga. It's like you get all sorts of objects which you can break and unleash your anger on. It's a room where you can do that. Same thing those days, Dasharatha Maharaja was very, he was a very forward thinker. So he designed this room with all, the walls had all pillows so that when Kaikeyi rams her head, she doesn't get hurt. Designed this room very beautifully. So she goes there and Manthara tells her, what you should do? Let your hair loose. Take your ornaments off. Sit down. Start crying. When Dasharatha Maharaja comes, don't talk a word to him. Now we may think what is the big deal in leaving her hair loose because everyone does that. But in those days, for Sumangalis, it was a big deal. That's why she wants to, that's why she wants Kaikeyi to react like that, to enact like that. So she tells her, okay, Kaikeyi, do as I say. No, don't change anything. Okay, do exactly what I say. And then she instructs Kaikeyi as to what to do, what not to do, how to talk, how to cry, everything. And then she leaves. And Dasharatha Maharaja comes after all of his kingly duties. And then once he opens the door to Kaikeyi's Antapura, he sees that Kaikeyi is in the Kopagraha. Generally, when he comes in and Kaikeyi is in the Kopagraha, Kaikeyi usually gets angry many days. So he knows the routine. And he usually is very anxious because he has to spend many hours, consoling her. But this day, he was very calm because he knew that, I have this great news which Kaikeyi has been telling me for so long. She has told me to coronate Rama and it's going to happen tomorrow. If I tell her this news, she will be ecstatic. So, because of that reason, he was very calm and he went inside and said, Kaikeyi, what is wrong? Kaikeyi didn't answer. He repeatedly asked her, Kaikeyi, what's wrong? Did this person say something? That person say something? What happened to you? Do you want this gem from this kingdom? Do you want this flower? He asked everything. Kaikeyi did not respond. Dasharatha said, Kaikeyi, whatever you ask, I will give it to you. Don't worry. Please, ask away. Why are you upset? Kaikeyi doesn't respond even then. Then, he has this, the noose for Dasharatha was not a Yama's noose. It was this very thin thread called Satyavakya Paripalana, which, actually killed him. Because he had to follow whatever he has promised, that is what led to his demise at the end, right? That was what was pulling him. He did not realize this. He went with an even more grave, grave statement. He tells Kaikeyi, I swear on my beloved Rama, I swear on my Rama that I will grant you whatever you want. And Kaikeyi immediately got up because that was the pinnacle she knew. She knew that he would not go against it. So then she gets up and tells him, I want a few things. That's what I've been telling you for so long. Ask away. And Kaikeyi tells him, okay, you must not react, very dramatically. It's nothing. It's just my boon. And then she asks him, first boon is, I want Bharata to become the king. And Dasharatha Maharaja is shocked. He didn't expect this to happen. And Kaikeyi was the one who has been propelling him to make Ramachandra Prabhu the king, right? And now she has reversed on her decision, so he's very confused. And as he was paralyzed in his thoughts, Kaikeyi comes up with the second boon. She asks him, you have to send Rama to 14 years of exile, 14 years of banishment from Ayodhya, and he has to live in the forest. Dasharatha Maharaja, once he heard this second boon which he asked, he became very weak. He was angered, he was saddened, he had all these emotions come in at the same time. And then he shouts, he calls her, you Kulanashini, what are you going, you're going to destroy this clan. What has that poor child done to you? He's actually your favorite child. That Rama He's not loved just by us, not just the royal family, but by every person, every subject of Ayodhya. How can you say this? How can you say this? Are you out of your mind? And then, Samadana Beda Dandopaya, he tries to use Beda and Danda, tries to shout to make Kaikeyi come out of this decision. But Kaikeyi tells him, see Dasharatha, you asked me so many times what I want, I told you what I want. Now you can't come out of your promise. Dasharatha Maharaja pleads all that night. He asks her, Kaikeyi, please, the first boon, it's okay, that is nothing. I'll give Bharata everything. I'll give Bharata the kingdom. But please don't send Rama to the forest. Please don't send him to the forest, Kaikeyi. I cannot stand that. He keeps pleading to Kaikeyi and Kaikeyi doesn't budge even 1 foot because Manthara has told her, Dasharatha will plead and he'll say he'll give you this Nagaratna, he'll give you everything. Don't accept the bribe like a stupid woman, okay? All you want is Bharata to be king and Rama to go and exile, okay? Anything else, you just decline. And she's been doing that all night. Dasharatha Maharaja became very weak and he finally says, Kaikeyi, if you send Rama to the forest, I will die, right? That very moment. Kaikeyi still does not budge. Sumantra later cites this very thing as, Kaikeyi, there's no surprise Kaikeyi did this because it's her family trait. How? Because Kaikeyi's mother, Kaikeyi's father and mother had the same episode. Kaikeyi's father was actually a person who got the boon from the Devatas that he could talk to animals and understand what the animals are talking. And the clause they gave him is, if he tells whatever the animals are conversing about to someone else, he's going to die. And one day, he usually is very careful about it, but one day he was sitting in the garden with his queen and these two birds were talking. And he heard it and he started laughing. And the queen asked him, what is the reason you're laughing? And he said, nothing, I just remembered, old incident and started laughing. But she says, no, you don't just suddenly come up with this. You're not a clown, you're a king. What is the reason? And then, tells her, no, if I tell you the reason, I will die. That it's something which rishis have given us, given me, I can't tell you. He says, it's okay if you die, tell me what happened. And he tells her again, look, this is nothing playful, I will actually die. She says, it's okay, you die. I want the secret. I want to know what happened. It was nothing, it was some joke which the birds were talking about. But ultimately, the KK Raja died because of that. So, since they already have this history, that's what Sumantra cites later in the court. So, Kaikeyi does not budge one bit. And it becomes early morning and Dasharatha Maharaja has lost all of his powers. Because just the thought of him being separated from Rama, his most loving son Rama, it just pains him. He has this great anguish. So he's very weakened and he's lying on the the bed. And everybody has woken up. It is already past 4:35 in the morning and the coronation was supposed to start early in the morning. So Vasishtha Maharishi, Vamadevar, everybody got up and they were very worried because Dasharatha Maharaja wasn't at the scene. So Sumantra was worried and Vasishtha Maharishi tells him, don't worry Sumantra, the king was up very late till at night, so maybe he's very tired because of the coronation work, so you go and wake him up. So they all go and Sumantra knocks the door to Kaikeyi's Antapura and guess who answers? Not Dasharatha Maharaja, Kaikeyi answers. Sumantra is very shocked because not one day did the queens come to him directly and answer the door. He was first shocked. And then Kaikeyi tells him nothing. She doesn't start with, oh Sumantra, you're here. No formal statement. Immediately she tells him, Sumantra, go and fetch Rama. And Sumantra is now even more confused and worried because generally Dasharatha Maharaja is the one who always issues the orders. But this time Kaikeyi issues the orders, so he doesn't know what to do. And Dasharatha from behind tells him, Sumantra, please go and get Rama. He's already very weakened and out, getting all of his energy out. He tells that, call Rama. And then he goes to the Ranganatha Sannidhi and then calls Ramachandra Prabhu. And then Sita Ma tells Ramachandra Prabhu, okay, I'll come with you, maybe it's for the coronation. Ramachandra Prabhu tells Sita Ma, no, it's not. I don't think it's about the coronation. It is something related to it, but it's not the situation where both of us have to go. It's only me. I have been called by Kaikeyi Ma. I will just go and come back. You don't worry. You head back to your Antapura. She says okay, and she has to go and get ready. So she goes to the Antapura, and Ramachandra Prabhu goes along with Sumantra and Lakshmana, his shadow, as previously said. Lakshmana, both of them go to Kaikeyi's Antapura. Once they go there, Kaikeyi opens the door, and it's a very grave scene. Kaikeyi opens the door, and Ramachandra Prabhu looks at Dasharatha and he's very worried because he knows the difference. His father looks very weak now, and he's very worried, and he asks Kaikeyi, mother, what happened? Why does father look so ill? He looks like a person who's bedridden by some disease or something. Why does he look like this? And she answers, oh, it's nothing, Rama. It's just that your father wanted to tell you something, but he's afraid if he tells you that he's afraid that you may not follow it. Ramachandra Prabhu was deeply hurt by this statement, and he confirms this. He has this series of assertive statements. He tells Kaikeyi Ma that, Amma, you know what? I will jump into fire. I will drink poison. Anything. I will do anything if later on my father tells me. And Kaikeyi then tells him, okay, your father, the king, told you these two things. One, Bharata should get coronated. No, Ramachandra Prabhu does not show any reaction. And the second, he was, it's not like he showed any, sorrow or anything. He was actually joyous. And now we might be surprised again. When he was supposed to be coronated, he kept a straight face. When Bharata is going to be coronated, he was very, very happy. And he said, great news, wow. Why are you so scared to tell me this? And then the second the order, she tells him that Dasharatha Maharaja, the king, they have told you, was that you have to go on exile for 14 years to the forest. And then, Ramachandra Prabhu, the first thing he tells her is not that I will go. He tells her, Amma, why are you, specifically saying Dasharatha, your father, the king, Dasharatha, the father, the king. I will listen to you. If you tell me itself, I will listen to you. I am Matrivakya Paripalana and Pitrivakya Paripalana. I will just listen to you, ma. You don't have to say father and the king all the time. He tells him, I will go. And in Kamba Ramayanam, Kambar could not express how beautiful Rama looked. So he's at a loss of words, and he tells that Andre alarnda tamarai pol. So it was like a flower, a lotus, which bloomed that very day. That Andre alarnda tamarai vendran. So a lotus which just blooms is such a beautiful sight to watch. But Rama's face and his beauty was above that, it seems. It was that beautiful at that time, and he showed that much, he radiated that much joy, even though he was in such a sad situation. And he tells him, okay, I will do it. It's my father's orders and your orders, and I am not going to go against it. And he immediately leaves. And he goes straight to Kausalya Ma's chamber. And at this time, he's very, very upset not because he didn't get the Rajya, he was upset because of that. But Ramachandra Prabhu is way beyond that. He's Bhagavan. The 3 worlds is Rajya. He doesn't care about that. But he's more worried about how am I going to tell this to Kausalya Ma? No, Kausalya Ma was in 7th heaven when I was supposed to be coronated, and now I am being sent to the forest. I can take this, but how will she take it? He was very, very upset and very saddened by this. And he goes to Kausalya Ma's chamber. And Kausalya Ma stands there waiting with a whole platter full of fruits and a big feast. All the paraphernalia for a king and a gem-studded seat. And she tells, oh Rama, you're back. The coronation's over already. She was very naive. She did not think that the coronation would be cancelled. Nobody imagined that would happen. She tells him, Rama, the coronation is already over. Where is the Chatra? Where is the Chamra? Where is everyone gone? And generally when the Raja comes, at the front they fan him. and behind someone holds an umbrella, and that's how they walk. They don't just walk like us normally. But Ramachandra Prabhu, combined, extraordinary poet. Nobody can match him. You know what he says? Tells him, Dharma Devata was the one who was holding the umbrella and pulling Rama. Rama, please don't go, Rama. Rama, don't go to the forest, Rama. I am Dharma Devata itself, Rama. I am telling you not to go to the forest. Please don't go. And then at the front was Destiny, pulling Rama and fanning him. Those were the two people who were holding the Chatra and Chamara for Ramachandra Prabhu. And Kausalya Ma tells him, Rama, you don't listen to those rishis, those old people don't know. You must be very, very hungry because you haven't eaten anything for so long. So sit down in this seat and eat, Rama. It was a gem-studded seat, beautiful, befitting for a king. And Rama tells Kausalya Ma, he breaks the news like this. He tells her, Amma, I cannot sit in that seat. Please bring a Dharmasana if possible. And at that point, Kausalya was awestruck. She didn't know what to say. Why, Rama? Why Dharmasana? I know your Dharmashila, and you follow your Anushtanas very well, and you are very muddy, we know. Yeah. But then you are going to be a king, Rama. You have to sit in this chair. You have to grace this, And why are you asking to sit in a Darbhasana? And then Rama breaks the news about, he has to be sent to exile for 14 years. And Kausalya Ma, the first reaction she has is, oh my God. She doesn't talk anything to Rama. She's talking to herself. And she's, lamenting. And she's telling herself, oh, how cruel am I? I'm such a stone-hearted woman. Oh Rama, I'm such a stone-hearted woman. Have I not died yet? Am I in Yamaloka? No. I'm still in Ayodhya. How is it even possible? How am I such a person? Even after listening to this news, my life has not left me, Rama. How is it even possible? Maybe I am this person who's pulling on to my life. And I'm a very selfish person, Rama. Even after listening to you going to the forest, I still have not died. And she's crying, she's lamenting. And Ramachandra Prabhu, tries to console her. And Lakshmana comes from the back. And with all Veera Rasam, he tells her, Amma, you don't worry. These people, I will kill all of them single-handedly. You don't worry. I know that Kaikeyi Ma, right? She's the problem, right? You know what I'll do? I'll go to her Antapuram and lock her door. She can't come outside. Nobody else in the kingdom knows the news, right? So, Vasishtha Maharishi, if we take Rama to him, he'll do the coronation. And that's it. After that, Kaikeyi cannot do anything. So, I'll lock up her door. And if she has arranged the whole army, knowing these circumstances would occur, I will single-handedly destroy them. I will use a Brahmastra and kill them all. You don't worry. Anna, please give me permission. And then Ramachandra Prabhu tells him, this is the irony, Lakshmana. Even being so capable, you come to me for permission. And just like you, I have to go to father for permission. Which is why, it runs in our blood, Lakshmana. We cannot just go against our father. And then Kausalya tells him, Rama, whatever you say, I don't care. I'm coming with you to the forest. And Ramachandra Prabhu tells him, no. It is a wife's duty to, share their husband's moments of despair as well as joy. They have to share both equally. And this is going to be a moment of great despair for Dasharatha Maharaja, and you have to be here. He's going to be very upset, and he's going to be grieving about this. So you have to stay here and take care of him. You can't come with me to the forest. And then Kausalya Ma, with a very heavy heart, does this beautiful Mangala Sasanam of Bhagavan. And wishes for all his further battles, let him be victorious. She blesses him, and after that, they go. Rama and Lakshmana both go to Sita Ma's chamber. Now, when he was going to Kausalya Ma's chamber, he was very anxious and he was very sad. But when he's going to Sita Ma's chamber, it's a mixed feeling of shame and calmness. He's very calm. He's going there. Goes to Sita Ma's chamber, and she comes with an arti tattu, and she asks the same question, where's your paraphernalia? And then Rama tells him, oh Sita, you know what, I have to go to the forest. That's the order that's been given to me. And he gives this beautiful instruction on how to behave to his brothers. Don't tell any of my brothers about my kirti. They might feel bad. You have to be very nice to my brothers and treat them as you would treat me. Treat them with respect you give to your own siblings, and you are like the queen of the kingdom, but you have to take care of all your subjects. Don't make anyone create a revolution against Kaikeyi Ma. Take care of Kaikeyi Ma, take care of Dasharatha, take care of Kausalya, take care of Sumitra. It gives this big long list. And Sita Ma says, okay, yeah, go and tell this to your mother. I am coming with you. And then, Ramachandra Prabhu is a bit shocked, and he's telling Sita Ma, Sita, we are not going on an excursion, right? It's not a retreat. It's an actual forest. There are thorns there, wild animals there. It's not like going and plucking flowers there. You have to stay there for 14 years. And if you come with me, that will be a big burden for me. So you have to stay here. And I have to leave you and go for 14 years. And I will come back after 14 years. And then we will rule. And then Sita Ma, out of her anger, she has this anger born out of her love towards Rama. And she exclaims, Kim Tvam Anyata Vaideha Pitame Mitiladipah Rama Jamataram Prapya Striyam Purusha Vigraham. You know what, Rama? That day, my father, he married me to this person called Rama. Striyam Purusha Vigraham. I don't think he's a man. I think he's a woman dressed in the attire of a man. Ramachandra Prabhu's ego was hurt. And, he had no option. He said, don't talk another word, come with me, let's go. That was the final blow she had to give him. And then he left. And then he looks back to Lakshmana and tells him, okay, Lakshmana, same thing. Treat your brothers as you treat me. Don't show any enmity towards them. Don't show any enmity towards Kaikeyi Ma. Take care of everyone. And he's saying, what? You want me to plead like Sita Ma, no? You want me to do that? You already gave me permission, Rama, you know that? No, you already given me permission. When? Because at that time, you remember for Tataka Vadam, for Vishwamitra when he did his yajna, you were supposed to go with him, right? And that day you gave me permission to come with you to the forest. So that holds true even today. So I'm coming with you to the forest. No, you don't have to give me permission. I'm coming with you to the forest. The Kainkarya Swarupa, that is what Lakshmana is. He was born to serve Rama. And he's the epitome of that. And then they all go to the court, all three of them, to bid farewell to Dasharatha Maharaja and all the subjects. They go there and wicked Kaikeyi, I don't know, Kaikeyi is a very nice person, but something got into her at that time. It's all Bhagavad Sankalpa obviously, but Kaikeyi, she brings those bark attires. When you go to the forest, you're not supposed to go with silk clothes. You're supposed to go with an attire made out of tree bark. So she brings that and she gives it to Sita Ma. And all the jnanis there could not stand that. Not just, the king and the queens. The jnani Vasishtha couldn't stand that. How can you ask Sita Ma to remove her ornaments? They were very touched. And they said, okay, you know what, Rama, you go to the forest. We'll make Sita the queen of Ayodhya. And Rama said, okay, if we stay here for longer, people will get all weird thoughts and start doing stuff which we didn't want to. Let's get out of here immediately. So they start out, and Dasharatha is pleading, Rama, please don't go, please don't go. The whole kingdom is pleading, Rama, what is Ayodhya without you? And then Dasharatha tells Rama, take the army with you and tell whoever wants to come from Ayodhya with you, let them go. Ramachandra Prabhu knew if he said that, nobody will be in Ayodhya. The city will be empty. He just has to rule a couple of buildings. That's it. So he knew that. And then Ramachandra Prabhu just leaves. He doesn't say anything. He just does his prostrations to his father, his mothers, his guru. And then Lakshmana does the same to his amma. And Sumitra Amma is actually a jnani. You know what she tells him? When Ramachandra Prabhu was bidding was telling Kausalya Amma about this, how moved she was, right? You know what Sumitra Amma said to Lakshmana? Hey, why are you still here? Go before them to the forest. You have to be the one leading the way. Why are you still here? You are born to serve Rama. You know what? Treat Rama as your preceptor and your father. He is everything for you now. Sita Ma is your mother. I don't exist. Go. Get lost. Don't come here. go away and you're born for Rama Kaikarya. And she blesses Lakshmana, and all three of them leave with Sumantra. And it's a swarm of people and everybody's coming rushing in. Rama, please don't go. Rama, please don't go. And Ramachandra Prabhu tells Sumantra, drive the chariot faster. Act as if you didn't hear them. If they ask you later, tell them I didn't hear you. Ramachandra Prabhu, the Satyavakya Paripalana, tells Sumantra to tell a lie here, which is what we have to note. But why does Bhagavan do this? Because he cannot stand to look at his bhaktas, his subjects, lamenting over the fact that he's going to the forest. So he tells him, just tell them that you didn't hear, and tells him to drive faster. But nobody is ready to go. Every single wife and sister and everyone in the in their families have gone with behind Rama. And some of the people who stayed, they are asking everyone else to vacate. They're saying, why are you still here? If for example, if one of our family is there, some person in our family would say, why are you still here? You're not even my family anymore if you don't go behind Rama. Because they held Rama Kaikarya above everything, their own family, everything. Because if they go to the forest, there are so many wild animals, right? They did not care. All they wanted was Rama Kainkaryam and Rama Darshana. They left and they were traveling. And at night, they reached the ghats of Tamasa Nadi. And at this time, what happened was, you see, the people were decorating Ayodhya, and they have been very busily working for the past 2 or 3 days. They haven't slept, they haven't ate, because they were so excited that Rama is going to be coronated. And suddenly now Rama has to go to the forest. Now they are even more you don't know what to do. And they did not pack their bags and say, okay Rama, we are coming with you. Nothing like that. Just like how the gopis, when Krishna blew his flute, they did not say, okay Anna, how much more chapatis do you want? 4 or 5? I'll make it and go. They didn't say. They were about to flip the chapati. They left. They were about to take the milk from the stove. They left. The milk was boiling. They didn't care, because they viewed that Krishna's flute as sarvottama. It was more important than everything. This is the same way the people of Ayodhya, they did not carry beds and stuff with them. They went right after Rama. And every child, everybody went. And after so much walking, and since they were so busy, they all fell asleep. And Ramachandra Prabhu got up in the middle of the night and tells Sumantra, Lakshmana and Sita Ma that, okay, this is the correct time for us to leave, because we cannot flee with them knowing. So Ramachandra Prabhu tells Sumantra, drive the chariot. You know what you should do? Drive on the road back to Ayodhya. Point the chariot back to Ayodhya, go near the gate, and then what you do is drive on the opposite direction, but don't go on the main road. Go on the grass, so that since you're going on the grass, you cannot find the direction in which the chariot went, because he didn't want to see his subjects suffer. Ramachandra Prabhu tells him, and Sumantra takes off. And then in the morning, when everybody gets up, they all start shouting at once. Sumantra's chariot is missing. Oh, maybe only Sumantra's gone. And then they realize, oh, Ramachandra Prabhu is gone. And everybody is pushed into this deep sorrow. And they blame their sleep. They sing, Dhigastu khalu nidram tam yaya pahata chetasaha nadhya pashyamahe ramam prithuraskam mahabhujam. Sleep. You waste sleep. Because of you, I had to miss Rama Kaikarya, and now I don't know where Rama is. Only because of you. They did not want to sleep. They were pushed to their physical limits, and they just slept. And it was Bhagavan's sankalpa, so they could not escape it. And you know what they decided? They made a very bold move. They said, you know what? We are not going back to Ayodhya. What is the point of going to Ayodhya without Rama? So what we are going to do is, all of us, let's kill ourselves here. So they're all in that motive. And some elderly citizens of Ayodhya, they come in and they tell them, are you guys mad or what? If you kill yourself now, you know how the exile only has 14 years, right? It's a timed exile. So after Rama comes back, after 14 years, his coronation is going to happen. You want to miss that side? You want to just go to, Paraloka and miss that side? you have been born in Ayodhya, you have such great fortune, you're going to do that. And listening to this explanation, everybody, they understood that it was better waiting for Bhagavan, and all of them went back to Ayodhya and heeded to Ramachandra Prabhu's words and lived there grittingly for the next 12 years. They were all karma yogis. They just did their karma, and they did not, they were not happy. Not a single lamp was lit in Ayodhya. The whole city was in darkness. The temples were closed. There was no puja occurring at that time because their Swami was Rama and he left. So they are saying, what is the point of this coil and this, this Vigram sitting inside when that person itself is gone? So nothing happens in Ayodhya. And at this time, Ramachandra Prabhu lives in the southern direction towards the southern border of the Kosala kingdom. And as he's going, he reaches the place near the river Ganga. And there is this, he passes many towns, and those towns already got the news that Rama was not to be coronated, and they all lamented and they all blamed Kaikeyi. How can that Kaikeyi do that? If I see her, I'll kill her myself. They all were talking about this. And Ramachandra Prabhu was he was Dina Dayalo. You know what he did? Every single grama he stopped, he consoled everybody, told them the reason why he's going and not to blame Kaikeyi Ma, and he did this for every village he passed. And then at the banks of river Ganga, there was this beautiful town called Sringaverapuram. And you know what Ramachandra Prabhu does? He comes to the entrance and he just stands there. Now Lakshmana was wondering, why is Anna standing here in front of this entrance? Why can't he go inside? Either go inside or take the route from outside. Why are you standing in the middle? It seems Bhagavan did not want Guha to miss the opportunity of meeting him, because Guha was the Bhakta of the greatest order. And if Guha misses the opportunity to see Bhagavan, he knows how much he will lament over the fact, Bhagavan passed by my house and I did not go and see him. Look how unfortunate, he will blame himself. So I will wait for him and ask let him come. And then this is when Rama first meets Guha in Valmiki Ramayana, and it's a beautiful sloka. Tatra Raja Guho Nama Ramasya Atma Samassakha Nishada Jatyo Balavan Sthapatischa Iti Vishwataha. So Guha was the Raja of all the Nishadas. Nishadas meaning the hunters. He was the king of all the hunters. He was ruling about, all 1,000 odd families. Nothing compared to the size of Ayodhya. Ayodhya is in a macroscopic level. This is, micro level. And he was ruling that. And, when Ramachandra Prabhu came, he immediately came with a platter full of fruits and everything he could find from the forest and came and fell at his feet. But when Valmiki Maharshi tells this union, he should have told that Guha came and met Rama, right? How dare he say, Ramasya Atma Samassakha? Everybody is saying, who is the equal to Rama? There is not even an avatara who is greater than Rama. For this, Tyagaraja Swami, tells how deep Rama Bhakta is. In his famous Kriti, Aparama Bhakti Ento. Beautifully it says, Apa Rama Bhakti Ento. How great is your Bhakti? People have done a number of sacrifices. And Guha was actually the Bhakta of the highest order. Now we may be thinking, what did Guha have? And where was Rama and where was Guha? Rama was the king of Ayodhya. He was from the Raghukulam. He had such pride and prestige in his dynasty. He was such a great person. And there is Guha, some Nishada Raja, who obviously doesn't have all the practices of being clean. They are hunters, they eat animals, they are uncivilized people. But there was one aspect which Bhagavan saw that Guha had, which nobody had. Guha had that in the greatest proportion. That's why he's saying, Valmiki Maharshi doesn't say this himself. This is actually in Rama's eyes. Rama is telling everyone, Guha is my equal. Guha is my equal. How Guha's bhakti is so high that he is my equal. That is how we see Guha sakhyam. And Ramachandra Prabhu is immensely pleased to see Guha, and Guha just falls at Ramachandra Prabhu's feet and offers him fruits. And Ramachandra Prabhu, the scene goes like this. Ramachandra Prabhu is leaning next to a tree and Lakshmana is standing beside him. And Guha comes from behind with a platter full of fruits. You know what Lakshmana said? Lakshmana said, oh brother, Guha is coming. Ramachandra Prabhu was of such high order. What should he have said? He has seen so many people, like for example, if he's in the court and someone says your food is ready, will he just jump out of his throne and go there? No, right? He was the king of the highest order. But you know what happens here? The moment Lakshmana says Guha, immediately Ramachandra Prabhu runs in that direction and he gives Guha a big hug. And Guha was overwhelmed. You know, he could not take this Ananda. He was crushed in this joyous feeling of Ananda because it was Bhagavan himself who is embracing him. And you know what? Ramachandra Prabhu decides to give him a final punch. You know, you thought this was my kripa. I will do more kripa so that you never forget this. What he does is he introduces Sita Ma. You know how he introduces her? There are so many ways to introduce Sita Ma. He could have said, here is Sita Ma. He could have said that. He could have said, here is Janaka Kumari. Here is Vaidehi. Here is Maitreyi. He could have said anything. He could have said Maithili. He could have said anything, right? But what he comes up with is, look at this Guha. Who is this? Sita. Untori. That's how Kamban tells it. He doesn't say in any formal way. He tells it, oh, Guha, this is your friend Sita. Look at her in the eyes. Guha is very shy, standing like this. It's like how do you stand next to her? Guha is standing like this. He doesn't even look at her. Guha, look, it's your Tori who's come here. Look at her, it's your friend. And then when he introduces Lakshmana, he's saying, you already know Lakshmana, Guha. Un Tambi. Tells him, it's your brother. Now, there was Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrughna. Rama originally had 3 brothers. Now Rama is saying, you have a 4th brother. Yeah, he has a 4th brother, it's Guha. Guha is elder to Lakshmana now. He's saying, Lakshmana is your Tambi. He's your younger brother, Guha. Gives him that elevated status to some hunter because of his bhakti. And Guha knows his status. Because some people don't know their status. Like Sugriva, for some days, he was on equal terms with Bhagavan. And once he knew Bhagavan's parakrama, he fell at his feet. Everybody had this dasya bhavam. But Guha was a bhakta of the highest order. He knew that it was Bhagavan himself. So what he tells him is, Swagatam te mahabaho tava iyam akhila mahi vayam preshya bhavan bharta sadhurajyam prasadina. This is arguably the most beautiful statement anyone has ever made in Valmiki Ramayana. Why? Especially in Vaishnava Sampradayam. Why? Because these 2 words, this one line, vayam preshya bhavan bharta. It seems when you're in Dasya Bhakti, there are three ways, there are 3 levels of Dasya Bhakti. One is the person who does the Kainkaryas to the Lord himself or herself. The second cadre is the person who does the Kainkarya to the person who's doing it to the Lord. And the third he's saying is Preshya. Preshya means the one who is the lowest of all cadres, and he's the person who serves it. And in our Dakshina Desa, we had this Alvar called Tondar Adi Podi Alvar. His name is itself very beautiful because Tondargalukku Adi, meaning he used to serve not Bhagavan, not Ramanujacharya. He used to serve his students. He used to see himself as that low. That's how Guha considers himself. And then Guha gives Ramachandra Prabhu and Sita Ma a bed and asks them to stay. And Guha tells Ramachandra Prabhu, this is your kingdom. Stay here for all 14 years. You can rule it. I will stay here. And you don't have to go anywhere. We will take care of your security. You don't have to worry about anything. We will fetch everything for you. Don't worry, Rama. But Rama, who is Maryada Purushottama, is telling Guha, I cannot... even the fruits which Guha gave him, does not eat it. He touches it and says, this is like I ate it. Because he was on the vrata, that he was in the Unchavriti, that when he goes to the forest, he has to collect food himself and eat. He cannot take any food that is from others. He was observing dharma, that So he did not accept it, he only touched it, even from his Priya Bhakta Guha. And he tells him, Guha, I cannot sleep on a silk bed. I will sleep on in this tree shade, it's fine, under this banyan tree. And they both spend their night there. And Lakshmana and Guha, Lakshmana still doesn't sleep, and Guha goes up to him and tells him, Swami, you have also been indulging in Rama Kankaryam for so long, and I know you have not slept. I can see it very well. So please go and take some rest. We have arranged a bed for you. And Lakshmana for the first time, till from they left Ayodhya to now, he blinked. It seems. The first time he blinked. And tears fall from his face, and he explains to Guha and he laments, oh Guha, my brother is following dharma of the highest degree, and look what happens to him. And they both cry and have this exchange. And in the morning, Ramachandra Prabhu tells Guha, please make a boat for us. We will cross the Ganga now. And you have to see this, because Guha was the Bhakta of the highest order. How? He had prema towards the Lord, right? But he did not, make Ramachandra Prabhu just stay there, pull him and stay there. He was, he did not have moham towards the Lord. He had actual prema, and he could deal with the viraha of Bhagavan leaving him. He had that much maturity. That's why even when Bhagavan is about to leave, he still makes him a boat and gives it to Ramachandra Prabhu. Anything for your Kainkarya, Rama, I will do it. And Ramachandra Prabhu then goes to Sumantra and tells him, Sumantra, I am going to go for the forest. You may leave now. Sumantra has got the shock of his life. He's saying, Rama, I am like a sacrificial goat escaping from the butcher Kaikeyi, and now you are asking me to go back to the same place and get butchered? Are you serious, Rama? This better be a joke. Ramachandra Prabhu tells him, no, I am serious. But Sumantra goes on this whole rant about Kaikeyi. Kaikeyi is so wicked, the clan is so bad, this is bad, that is bad. Generally, Ramachandra Prabhu, when someone talks about Kaikeyi Ma like this, we have seen, he consoles everyone and he never lets anyone talk bad about his mother. And, because he said Kaikeyi is like a butcher and he is like a sacrificial goat, Rama, as explained by Tyagaraja beautifully in his Kriti, Rama knows how to talk in every situation. He sends the ball to his court. He's saying, yeah, Kaikeyi is so bad, right? So Dasharatha Maharaja needs your help, so you may go now. He very well knew that he could not escape. So he said, Rama, please take these horses with you. Rama said, no, I can't take care of the horses. It will be too hard for me. I have to find food then for the horses as well. And he said, Rama, you can go. You go. I will take care of the horses and come with you. He tries all means to somehow stay with Ramachandra Prabhu, and he says, don't worry, my friend Guha will take care of it. And he leaves the horses there. And that is how the Guha Sakhyam in Ramayana is. And Sumantra goes back to Ayodhya, and Ramachandra Prabhu continues on his journey to the forest. Next week, we will hear from Akkshay about, one of the greatest Sharanagatis in Ramayana, the Paduka Pattabhishekam, and, reminisce and get showered in more of Ramakatha. And I pray to Bhagavan and our Guru Maharaj that we get more satsangs and we get more katha, so that we can attain Bhagavan just to katha shravanam, which is the crux of our marga, the Bhagavata Dharma. Janaki Kanta Smaranam.